You may have heard that Asian Americans are the model minority in the United States. They have high rates of educational attainment, much higher than the national average, and have median income even higher than those of white Americans. But the model minority myth also serves as a veil for the true reality of Asian Americans. Not only does it objectify the Asian American demographic by devaluing their academic efforts through attributing their intelligence to their race, but it also generalizes the notion that Asian Americans rarely need any other additional forms of support. For students of Southeast Asian descent, such as Vietnamese, Laotian, Cambodian, or Filipino, the reality could be much more different. Many of these communities face high academic challenges that are a result of other issues. For example, a relatively high proportion, 20%, of Southeast Asian American students have less than a high school diploma, and this percentage is significantly higher than that of the general Asian community.
I have been teaching for 10 years now, mainly all math, from Algebra 1 level all the way up to AP Statistics level.
My name is Diana Walker. This is my second going into my third year at Tianza College. My father is white, my mother is Vietnamese, she's from Vietnam. She came here in 1985, I believe.
Ethnicity as Mongolian Vietnamese, race as Asian.
My name is Brandon, and I'm actually 19 years old, currently attending Tianza College right now. This will be my second year. I am Vietnamese American. My family came from Vietnam, and they immigrated over here, and we started living in San Jose ever since I was born. My mom didn't really make that much money. She was a single mother. Like during high school, whenever I would need a ride or something, or to go to a school dance, or another good example is that I wouldn't be able to go to school dances because I wouldn't be able to afford it. Just like a $10 ticket, or I wouldn't be able to get a ride to a club meeting, or go do volunteering work or anything. And I wouldn't be able to join after school activities because the fees.
And in the facts that they couldn't really afford for me to get a tutor, then I guess I would say yes, but I'm frugal. I wouldn't even want them to spend money on a tutor anyways.
I would consider my family's financial status to be middle class, lower middle class. I think it was definitely difficult if it came to just paying for calculators or food or whatever I needed to binder paper, notebooks. All of these things don't really cost that much money, but it was a struggle to try and maintain that kind of lifestyle, I guess.
When you're in high school, you really need a laptop or a computer to do your homework with, because doing essays in hand is kind of outdated. I didn't really have a computer when I was in high school, so that I guess that kind of made it really difficult for me to do my homework at home, or do just basic vocabulary search or online searches for my work for almost all my classes.
Is there a disadvantage to the Southeast Asian American students? And the answer is yes. There are not strong support group. I'm not talking about the classroom. I'm talking about support group.
I had trouble with finding the right help if it came to counselors or homework help, attention from my teachers. I really struggled with finding that kind of community.
My race did kind of affected how I was. How Asians were kind of perceived as weak, nerds, smart, they won't do anything. So I would always get picked on by the Hispanics or the African Americans, and they would pick on me, right? I was kind of associated with in an Asian clique, like a gang, not really a gang, but we kind of back each other up.
You gotta have the passion to help. We have a lot of good teachers here, but it's kids in their classroom that kind of matters. If they don't go outside of the classroom. Are there teachers here that be willing to? I don't think so.
My teachers, I don't want to say directly that they had something against me, because I don't know that for sure, but it definitely felt like that a lot of the time, so it made me feel like I just couldn't do it. Although I know that they were just trying to do their best to make sure that students did excel I feel like there was an incredible bias at both schools, and you could just see it if you spoke to somebody in the office or were speaking to the principal, which I did a lot, and so you can just kind of feel the tension that's there. And I noticed that it is frustrating having lots of friends that didn't have that issue due to just their race or ethnic background.
Since due to the fact that they're understaffed, they would have police officers come in, and police officers don't have the same mentality as a teacher. They're basically trying to use elephants to do the job of a monkey. Because police officers, they're their own profession. Being a teacher in the educational world is its own profession. You shouldn't really mix the two, because that leads to students going from school to prison.
My best friend in kindergarten, we were walking home from school, and we lived in a really dangerous neighborhood, and we were talking about college. So I was 5, and she told me, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to go to college." And so she was 5 too. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "What do you mean you're not going to college?" And she's like, we live in the hood, nobody goes to college here. That's impossible." And so for me, I thought that was crazy that a 5-year-old is telling me that they're not going to go to college because of the way that their life is right now.
Mm-hmm. And during that like drama that we had during high school, that would kind of like get me in trouble, sent to the principal's office, and that would make me turn into a bad person because everyone thinks of me as like a bad person now, and that would kind of affect me like psychologically because I would kind of be angry all the time and like I would hate these people and I wouldn't do work. I would rather just go out and like just not care about high school no more.